inside the Niger Delta.
We have had a series of meetings with the select group of leaders of Ijaw Youth Council across the nation. It's not unconnected with the recent agitation for formation of a board of the Nddc and the expiration of the ultimatum given by the Ijaw Youth Council that a board should be formed, otherwise they will go on protest. Even as we speak now, the president should have joined us, but he hasn't arrived yet in Abuja. But we felt we should have this dialogue and look at issues and take pragmatic steps to ensure that there is peace in the region. I have also briefed them that there is need for a much more constant communication. They are a new group who have just come into the leadership, and they also seek to be close to government so that at the end of the day, our collective interactions can bring more dividends of democracy to the region. I've assured them that the ongoing forensic audit is in the interest of the Niger Delta region. And then, of course, it's also in the interest of the future of the Nddc. Even for the staff of Nddc, they're interested in the forensic audit so that we can reposition the Nddc to enable them also secure their pensions when they are not able to work there again. And it's on course. I have shown them pictures of the arrival of the field forensic auditors in various states of the Niger Delta region today, and even the ones of yesterday. And they have also heard from me that due to logistics reasons, beyond the control of the ministry, the 6 months earlier slated for the exercise to complete could not be met. And as a result, the forensic auditors have requested for additional 3 months to enable them to submit their final report. I've also explained to them that the forensic auditors have so far submitted 2 interim reports, and we expect that, all things being equal, in 3 months from today, Mr. President will be availed the final forensic audit report, whereupon he will now empanel or inaugurate a board and give them terms of reference for them to operate, and then bring out the modus operandi that will move the region forward and ensure a more productive and a more efficient and a much more achieving board of the Niger Delta Development Commission. It is not unexpected that there should be so much interest from the elders, from the youth, from everywhere in respect of Nddc. I appreciate that. It's an interventionist agency. And if everybody does what he or she ought to do, the international oil companies and the other oil operating companies pay their 3% levies, they should have enough money to touch the region positively so that our people can feel the impact, that the youth can also be assured of what their future will be like in terms of employment opportunities arising from the actions of the Nddc. They've also agreed with me that in the last 19 years, the Nddc had not lived up to expectation. And so they also were worried. But the problem was that they did not understand that the undue delay in the formation of the board, was not caused by the ministry. It was caused by, one, lack of budgetary provision, the COVID-19 pandemic that led to a lot of lockdown, and logistics issues, which right now, all those things are behind us, and now we are on course. So, and I thank them for the fact that they have seen with the ministry and the federal government. They appreciate so far what the president has been able to do in the region. They acknowledge the progress so far made on the East-West Road. Many of them said they've been there, and they are quite excited that, yes, for the first time, they are now sure that under this administration, the road that was started in 2006 will now be brought to an end. They have also praised even the completion of the head office building that have been on for over 25 years. But in spite of all those things, they felt that it will be much more representative if a board was put in place for the Niger Delta Development Commission, and I agree with them. Yeah, I agree with them. And I must commend you and the other ethnic nationalities in the Niger Delta. Of all the zones in the country today, the most peaceful region, the most peaceful zone is, of course, the South-South, and by implication, the Niger Delta. That's the simple truth about it. And it's because of the resilience and the understanding of the youths and the fact that you are much more prone to. You believe strongly that there should be development. You believe strongly that there should be progress. And you believe strongly that those things can come only out of peace in the region. So that I must commend you. We want to keep it so. So the current protest, I think it's in the best interest of all of us to call it off and then ensure that we work together.
We are here in Abuja in the behest of the President of a Joint Council, Deacon Peter Timothy Bifa, who felt that it is important for us to have a robust engagement with leaders of the region on the way forward. And so today, we are with the Minister of the Niger Delta. For us, the Minister of Niger Delta is a Niger Deltan. And we also believe that we cannot shave a man's head in his absence. And so we are here to also listen to him. We have had very robust discussions on how we can collectively move the region forward. As youth leaders, we cannot speak for politicians. Our interest is to speak for the development of the Niger Delta region. And so we also told that political leaders within the region should come together and work for the interest and the development of the region. We are not too comfortable with the infighting among the political class in our region. While we stated that, we can now go back home and tell our people that we have met with the Honorable Minister and we have had robust discussions on the way forward. Because we cannot take decisions here. We will go back to our region and tell our people in a national convention, which is coming up on Sunday, of the discussions we have had with the Honorable Minister. And I can assure you that the engagements were very fruitful, because we also told the Honorable Minister that going forward, we will not accept the political class to determine who becomes what in the Niger Delta Development Commission. Because over the years, we have witnessed that because stakeholders of the region have not been consulted in the management board of the Nddc, that is why we have seen fundamental corruption. And so going forward, we want the board to be manned by people who have the interests of the region at heart. And that if that board is constituted and the representation of the board does not reflect the will of the youths of the Niger Delta region, we will still oppose it. And so the forensic audit that is currently going on, we have also said that we had believed that it has become an endless exercise. And that now that the Honorable Minister has assured the national leadership that by July, that the forensic audit will be concluded for a board to be constituted. We respect him as a leader, and we know that we'll go back home and tell our people this position. And I can assure you that we all want peace and development in the Niger Delta. Honorable Minister, we want to thank you for also giving us the opportunity to explain to us in details what is going on. And these engagements are very, very important. And so by Monday, we'll come back to brief the Honorable Minister of steps that we have taken, because it is the job people that will take the decision. It is not us. But what we will take home to them is that we have been able to extract commitment from the Honorable Minister of a board that will be constituted. And I can assure the Honorable Minister that the Niger Delta will not be made volatile for for people to take advantage. Our position is very clear. The protest was not intended to cause any unnecessary havoc in the region. And so now that the protests are going on, our appeal to our youth is to remain calm. Don't allow hoodlums to hijack the protest. Don't allow people who do not mean well for the region to infiltrate them and take advantage of a peaceful protest. And we are already in touch. They have assured us because they believe in their leadership. Nobody wants a protest that will not take us anywhere. The essence of protest is for discussions. And now we are discussing with the Honorable Minister. And so immediately after now, we will communicate back to our people that something is in the offing that will benefit everybody in the region and that will carry the youth along. In the interim, what is the essence of the strike action when already we are in a consultative meeting with the Honorable Minister? The strike action, as far as we are concerned, is no longer necessary. But I cannot communicate that information to you now. The national leadership is here. The press is everywhere. Immediately we leave here, we will go back and we will have a discussion and address the press at our level. But I can assure you that there will be no more protest going forward because we are already in a discussion with the Honorable Minister.
Inside the Niger Delta.